come up until the morning, and Jenna woke up with the usual tears. Musical chairs with emotional fear she holds close and dear. She knows both are here. She wished for another person to love, because John wasn't always there to tell her she's tough. He was late for work and didn't kiss her goodbye. The modern day fight between the villain and the good guy. As time drifted by, she could look him in the eye and see that he didn't feel the way he used to when he tried. 12 o'clock was when Jenny got up. She was early for work, so she thought she'd walk around the block and talk to the neighbors for a change of friendly faces. Now subjects of other things kept her from breaking down. My oh my, why oh why was just another question in life, the reason it died. She got to work around 1, ready to begin, fiddling a pen between her thumb, thinking of him. Jean's the type of guy with something to prove, but Jenna thinks differently with nothing to lose. They got in an argument last night, the last one they would ever have has passed them by. She would make him dinner in hopes he'd eat, but instead he'd only come home just to leave. It's best to speak, but instead she left to weep. Years upon years of being mistreated, week upon week. Seek and thou shalt find, love is blind. It's about time we helped each other on the fine line. Sometimes you gotta realize you can't take things for granted in real life. Before long you gotta right your wrongs, because you don't know what you have until it's gone. Sometimes you gotta realize you can't take things for granted in real life. Before long you gotta right your wrongs, because you don't know what you have until it's gone. It was raining outside, coming down hard. She couldn't get the car to start, that's when she broke apart. Focus is gone, and all of a sudden her emotions had nothing left to fall back on. She got out and started walking home, the drips hitting her face from crying, not the storm. She would have done anything even if she hates you, but she hated herself with nothing to relate to. When she got home she would pray for an angel, but this time she just put her keys on the table. 11 o'clock was when John got off. It's the guilt that took him when he thought he'd buy her chocolates. He phoned home from work just to say hi, but she locked herself in the bathroom at that same time. I guess people can only be pushed so far before the edge is above them and they just fall. What happens when you lose the passion to act? You react and backtrack, wishing that you had it back. Blast from the past, surpassal of your fights. John realized, took a deep breath and walked inside. Room by room he walked in and out. Now the keys that were once on the table fell to the ground. He yelled out her name but nobody responded. That's when he noticed the water was soaking in the carpet. He ran to the doorway and fell to his knees. He never thought he'd lose her, opened up the door to see no opportunities for apologies and back rubs. He walked in the bathroom, found Jenny in the bathtub. Sometimes you gotta realize you can't take things for granted in real life. Before long you gotta right your wrongs, because you don't know what you have until it's gone. Sometimes you gotta realize you can't take things for granted in real life. Before long you gotta right your wrongs, because you don't know what you have until it's gone. Until it's gone.